Most founders are using YouTube completely wrong. They are chasing views, subscribers, and virality and wondering why their channel makes no money out of it. But in 2026, you don't need millions of views to create a successful business YouTube channel. You just need the right viewers, watching the right videos, and entering a simple system that turns attention into value. In this video, I'm gonna walk you through the exact system that I use for my clients also to generate hundreds of leads every single month from YouTube. Hi, I'm Mazid, a YouTube strategist helping founders and brands grow on YouTube organically and generating leads for their business so that they can make big money without chasing virality. So without further delay, let's get started. So I have divided this whole blueprint into 7 different segments and I'll walk you through one by one about each segment right here. So the first thing is the metrics that you need to track. When you are a founder and creating content, you don't have to chase views, you don't have to chase likes, you don't have to chase virality and millions of views to get a decent business. So the first thing right here is focusing on the right metrics. Most founders, when they start creating content, they see that they are not getting views, a lot of likes and comments on their videos. But that's not your goal. You do not need random audience. A random audience will never convert to your business. Instead, what you have to focus on is getting the targeted audience. When you are creating content, you have to decide your ICP, ideal client profile, that who are the persons should watch my particular videos. And you have to just focus them and you need to create videos for these viewers only. So when you get these target audience or target viewers on your channel, this is the valuable thing for your business. So the focus on retention and average view duration of your videos. That's the key metrics of your videos. So let's jump into the second point. So here are the 3 types of content that you mainly need to create. The first is browse-based content. Let me tell you what is a browse-based content. When you open a YouTube, you see a lot of videos on your home feed. So the video appearing in your home feed is actually browse-based content. You just open YouTube and it's appearing in front of you. You haven't searched anything to get a particular video out there, okay? So you need to create such content because browse based content has a very wider reach. It reaches hundreds of thousands of people. And this is the content that will help you reach your audience, and that is the top of the funnel. So you will get to see a lot of views on these videos, but they all are not your potential customers. Some of them are. So you need to create first is browse based content. Second is search based content. As a business, search based content is everything for your business, because if a person is coming on YouTube and searching a particular problem, for example, how to do cold emails and get leads, or how to make $10,000 a month using email marketing, and your video appears on top, or at least like first 10 videos, that is the gold mine for you, because they are already seeing you on YouTube. When they are searching a particular problem, you are appearing there and you are solving their issues as well. So that is search based content. For these content, you need to highly optimize your videos. You need to incorporate a lot of keywords into it so that it can rank higher on Google, it can rank higher on YouTube, and it should also appear on different AI platforms like ChatGPT and Gemini. That's very important, my friend. So this search based content is middle of the funnel. Here you build trust, here you build credibility. Here, viewers get to know that you know the thing that the viewer wants and they trust you as an expert. So, the third type of content is connection based content, and that is the bottom of the funnel. When you create these top of content, when you create this content, you get a lot of virality, a lot of reach. And when you create this content, people understand you as an expert and they prefer you over other people. But when you create this connection based content where you are showing behind the scenes, for example, it took me one more than 1 hour just to do the setup, and it's still not as good as we want. So it frustrates me, and I think it frustrates a lot of people. So if I share this content with you, you might connect with me that yeah, I face the same problem, so that is the connection based content where you are sharing the videos of your business, how you do stuff, a lot of your personal journeys, what are the challenges in your life, what are the good things that you are doing in your life. This will build connection with your audience and people will become your fans subconsciously. So whenever they wanted to buy a particular thing, they will come first to you before your competitor. That's why this connection based content is very important. So here is the mainly 3 types of content that you need to create. Let's jump to the next part, and that is content cadence. You are just starting creating content on YouTube. So how many content you should create? Let me tell you what happens is You are a founder, okay? You don't have content expertise, you haven't created videos, or whether if you have created, you don't know a lot of these technicalities. Even if I'm saying this to you, it's hard for you to execute in this manner, okay? So you need some help also. You have a time crunch. You are a founder, you have your agency business, your B2B business, or your B2C business, where you are doing the work most of the time. You have to do sales, you have to do other business activities, you have to manage your team, you have to bring in leads, so much of work. So you don't have a lot of time. That is the time crunch, okay? So if you don't have time, what you have to do is you cannot create so many content. So I would recommend just start with creating long videos, and just 4 videos a month, which basically converts into 1 video a week, and that's very much doable. You can record all these 4 videos in one go. It will hardly take you 30 to 45 minutes if you are good at camera, okay? So let me tell you how you can divide this. So I'm assuming that you are creating 4 long videos in a month. One should be a browse based. You create a really bigger TAM video which goes to a lot of people. You can just simply create how to make $10,000 using email marketing, and that so many people will watch that particular video. Okay, so one content for browse, create 2 search based content. Okay, now in these 2 videos you solve a particular problem related to email marketing, how to increase your conversion in email marketing, how to increase your email subscribers in email marketing, how to write an offer in email marketing. You can create this sort of a content because this is a real problem of people who are doing email marketing. So these are real problems of people who are doing email marketing. So create content related to that. The next is one content, and it should be connection based. There you are showing your personality. Maybe you are going to the gym, maybe you are running a marathon, maybe you have bought a fancy car and you want to show your audience that, hey, I got this, but you don't have to create so much of content about it because that will look like your vlog instead of this professional channel. So you just have to create one connection based video. I would recommend you show BTS of your businesses. You show how you solve a particular problem, and you can also show what was the challenge of your business and how you solve it. So these are the things that you need to create to build connection with your audience. So let's move to the next part, and this is right here, the content funnel. When you are a founder, you want leads from YouTube, funnel becomes non-negotiable. It's the most important thing that I would recommend you to focus on. Here is the 3 things: the top of the funnel, the medium of the funnel, and bottom of the funnel. You most probably know this already. So the top of the funnel is all about gathering attention. So you need very less amount of content to get a lot of attention, because you don't want millions of people coming to your channel but they're not converting, they're just taking you as an entertainment guy. So you have to create a top of the funnel content which grabs attention. For example, here I told you that how to make $10,000 with email marketing. Next, you have to create medium of the funnel. In medium of the funnel, you have to create this search based content where you are building the trust with your audience, and they will see you as an expert. They will see you as the person who can solve their problem. They will see you as an expert in their industry. So you have to create more of this trust based content, and you will see a bit less audience right here, but they are valuable audience. They are doing something, and that's why they are learning from you. Then you have to focus on bottom of the funnel, which is basically this connection based content. I already explained everything. I would say do not focus on virality. If you get a million views one of your video, you will get a lot of subscriber, but what you will also see is they are not returning back to your channel, they are not seeing your other videos. So try to avoid virality as much as possible. Getting 10,000 viewers who really wants to buy your stuff is the most valuable thing. You don't need a million people who are just seeking entertainment on YouTube. They are just waste of your time, okay? So this is how you approach towards content funnel. We can go even deeper, but for this video, I think that's enough. Let's jump to the next part, which is our fifth, is the ideas, okay? Ideas are 70% of your videos. If your ideas are not good, your content is dead on the first day, okay? So choosing ideas is the most important part of a YouTube strategy. So when you are choosing ideas, study outliers and create them again and again. So let me tell you how you can do it. Check a list of competitors in your niche. So for example, you are creating content related to email marketing. See What sort of content are doing good in email marketing? List down 4 to 5 YouTube channels that you think is your competitor. See their most popular videos, what sort of content they have created in the past. Okay. When you're just starting, you can copy it. But let me tell you more about it. See the outliers of your competitors. First thing is here. Second thing, what you can do is you can check the overall niche because you cannot track all the competitors. So you see overall niche, you search about the email marketing and see what sort of videos are being pretty good on this topic. Make a list of those ideas too. Then find the gap. You got some ideas here, you got some ideas here, and then you see their comments. What sort of a question still people are asking? What are their key problems that these videos are not solving? Is there a delivery problem that you can solve? Is there a content problem or content gap that you can fill? So you have to find the gap. This is the most important thing. If you find the right gap and create your first video using that gap, this will give you a lot of views. We did this for one of our client and we published first video on the new channel that got 27,000 views and 50 leads. That's crazy because we filled a really big gap on that channel. Okay. So you have to find a really big gap. Fourth thing is you have to do is choose an outlier format. Even if you're finding outlier topic ideas from there, finding an outlier format is everything because a channel is based on a viral format. If you can repeat something again and again with single format, for example, ranking was to best email marketing software, ranking was to best email marketing practices, ranking was to best email marketing professions or something like this. So this ranking was to best become my format. Okay. So you have to find an outlier format within your niche, in your adjacent niche, or completely outside your niche. What I did 2 years back is I had a client who had credit card channel. He was creating content with outlier content only, but he does not have a viral format or like outlier format. So what I did is I took the ranking was to best from Jeff Nippert, applied it to credit card in India. Nobody was doing that, and that channel blew up. We gained from like 6,000 to 30,000 subscriber and hundreds of thousands of views. We are averaging more than 300K every single month in terms of views. Okay. So find an outlier format. That's really important. If you think this is the so much of work and you want me to do it for you, fill the consultation form in the description and I'll personally reach out to you. Then we have this last thing, which is your add your personality. No matter how good an idea is, no matter how good the format is, if your personality is not there, people will click off your video in the first 1 minute. And we don't want that. We want people to retain as long as possible. Because if people are watching your content, they are going to buy things from you. And if people are watching your videos, it will increase your session time and YouTube wants that from you. So YouTube will promote your videos also. So put your personality, put your own expertise and explain everything in your words. For example, I'm explaining all these things with my understanding. I haven't scripted it word by word anywhere. Okay. I just have these pointers noted down and I'm just talking about it. So that's how I'm creating content. Okay. So let's jump to the next thing, which is right here, packaging. Packaging is another very important part. This is the first impression of your video. If your packaging, which thumbnails and title are not good, people are not going to click and your video will lost in the black hole of YouTube. There are billions of videos, so you need to stand out. I have already created multiple videos covering this, so I'm not going deep into this, but I tell you what is the goal of packaging. When you're doing packaging, it should bring curiosity. It should spark curiosity. So when you're talking about packaging, you have to spark emotions through your packaging. What emotions you can create is curiosity. If you can make people curious to know what is inside the video, they will click. If you can create desire to know what's inside it, people will click. And if you create fear or urgency around some topic, people will click. So make sure your thumbnail and title combining, creating this effect in your viewer's mind. That's very important. So yeah, this was all about packaging, very less today. So we are jumping to the next part, which is how you can turn your viewers into buyers. I tell you, first, don't wait till the end for placing your CTA. Here is the CTA placement. I call it SME method. When you start your video, give them a CTA. For example, when I'm talking about, okay, hey, today we are going to tell you how you can create a business YouTube channel. But if you want me to create your business YouTube channel and grow it, here is the consultation form in the description. Fill that out. You have to do that in your beginning. Okay, you have to do that in the beginning. Second is medium of your, like, mid of your video. So when you are in between, naturally place your CTA that I did for my client. If you want me to do it for you, you can book a consultation call with me and we'll fix this thing for you. And the last thing is at the end of the video. So when you're finishing your video, you can place a CTA there also. Okay, so this is how you place the CTA. So first thing, you don't have to wait till the end. Second thing right here is sell transformation, not the product. Viewers are not interested in you. You are not interested in me, or you are not interested in what I'm selling. You are only interested in how you can create a business YouTube channel that generates leads for you. As simple as that. So when you are creating content, you have to sell the transformation that if you sign up with me, you will see increase in your organic views number. You will see increase in organic lead generation, you will save 80% of your time. So that's my USP. So you have to sell transformation, not the product. Then the third thing is one link everywhere. If you see my description, there is only a single consultation form, nothing else. Same thing when you are placing link everywhere and you have one community, you have one consultation, you have your social media. There's so much of confusion. There's so much of friction. I'll have to decide which link should I click. That's why put a single link, which is like most important, and that is most probably your business consultation link. Place that one link. That's it. So here is the eighth thing, that is video structure. That's very important because we want people to watch us as long as possible. Here you have to do the structure of your video. First thing, the hook. When you create a hook, repeat the titles. That's it. You don't have to do anything else. When you go to the intro, build credibility by showing proof also. So when I say, hey, I'm Mazid, I help founders and brands grow on YouTube organically and generate leads, show the screenshot of that, show the stats of YouTube that bringing that result. Then it will build credibility for you. And at the end, you have to place the CTA in this way. The third thing, you have to place CTA this way. And when it comes to body, solve your audience key problem. I told you already, if they are facing problem of less subscriber while they're campaign, solve that problem. If their product is not selling through email marketing, solve their problem. That is the body. And when you go to the end, use an end screen. At end screen, you initiate a new problem to one particular video to watch the viewer so that it will again increase the session time and viewer will also got to know a lot about your business. This is how the whole ecosystem works for a business YouTube channel. I give you a timeline. If you're starting out today from zero, give at least 1 year to do this whole thing and you will start seeing some good results for your business. It's not a short-term thing. It's not like Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube Shorts. So this is a big game and it takes time. So this was all about this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you want me to help you do all these things for you, there's a consultation form in the description. Fill that out and I'll personally reach out to you. Bye bye. Take care.